When you're in Sweden, you have to go to IKEA, right? I mean, it's the birthplace of IKEA. I knew we'd have a great time visiting an IKEA in Sweden, but I didn't know it was going to be this good. IKEA Sundsvall seemed to have it all. Affordable and delicious meals, products that I don't think I've ever seen in the US, and a super duper nice staff. Believe me, we had the whole experience. Let's go inside and take a look. Here she is in all her glory. IKEA Sundsvall, Sweden. A quick selfie, a big welcome sign, and we're going in. If you're curious like I am as to what things cost in other countries, I'll give you a quick and dirty formula so while you're watching the video you can get an idea of what things cost in US dollars. At the time of this recording, $1 US is worth 9.52 Swedish krona. So I'm just calling it 10. When you see a price, you can move the decimal point over to the left one, about a 10-to-1 ratio, and you'll have a pretty good idea of what things cost in dollars. Before we even hit the furniture, we went straight to the Swedish food market. I wanted to see what there was. There's a whole section dedicated to fika, the Swedish ritual of coffee and sweets. Yes, please. The desserts were tempting, but we were hungry for real food, and we didn't have a cooler with us. Looking at the prices, I thought everything seemed very reasonable. Next, we headed straight to the cafeteria because we were starving from our road trip in. And here's where IKEA Sweden really delivers. I had chicken with vegetable, fries, and a creamy béarnaise sauce, cheesecake, and a soda pop. Dean had breaded fish, new potatoes, peas, and a remoulade sauce. He also had tiramisu and a coffee. I'll put the prices up on the screen, but I'm here to say that it was shockingly affordable. The only other meal that we had out at a restaurant in Sweden, I ordered a Belgian stew. Yeah, I know, not Swedish. And the portion was maybe a cup and literally 3 new potatoes, and that was $21. Dean ordered what he thought was moose meat. It turned out to be 2 tiny golf balls of moose hamburger, 3 new potatoes. Mine was $21 and his was $36. So IKEA easily was the best value meal we had in Sweden. Back on the showroom floor, I decided to hunt down all the items that said nytt, which is Swedish for new. I looked for the big orange signs. I wanted to show the items that were marked as new, and I'm wondering if they're new and exclusive to Sweden or Scandinavia, or if they're new all over the world. Please leave me a comment if you've seen these products in your local IKEAs. Let's start off with welcome mats. There seemed to be an abundance of new welcome mats available at IKEA. Everything from wiener dogs, cats, watermelon, and rainbows. I think these would make a really cute addition to any home. Okay, next let's move into soft lines. I'm talking about things like fabrics and pillows and throws, and I might stop and pause along the way a little bit so you can see the items and enjoy them and see if there's anything that would look great in your home. Okay, let's start off with the greens. I personally really like green, and I thought these were really nice. Let's take a look. Next, let's look at the tans and oranges. From what I saw in this IKEA, they seem to be leaning pretty heavy into oranges and kind of retro 70s earthy tones, and also orange with pink. Next up we have the fried egg on a black background pattern. I saw this many places in the store, and I'm just guessing this is the hot new item. I mean, it's marked new, but
It seems to be everywhere in this store and is kind of fun. And then there are the classics: black and white, black, gray and white, black and beige. These are timeless colors that never seem to go out of style, and IKEA mixes and matches fun patterns that can be adapted to any style. Be sure to stay tuned to the end so you don't miss the apron adventure. Next up, I'll be showing you some items that are new to me. They don't necessarily have the knit sign, but I was unfamiliar with them. First on the list, I had no idea that IKEA also offers furniture and decorating items for corporate. Here you can see cubby dividers, desks, clocks, and a beautiful houndstooth chair. I'd love to have this in my office. Okay, take a look at this guy. When I saw this, I really had no idea what it was. Do you know what it is? Come to find out, it is an air purifier, and it gets really good ratings on the Swedish IKEA page, 4.4 out of 5. New to me are bathrobes and slippers. I did not know that IKEA made any sort of clothing, so that was a fun find. And these actually do have the new tag on them, and as you can see, they seem to be going for bright, bold colors. I found these adorable matches in the candle section with the iconic Swedish horse on them. I think this would be just perfect if you had like a little Swedish theme nook area. Next up, new releases of artwork. I'll play a little soft music in the background while you dream of where you want to hang these in your home. Don't miss the apron adventure coming up next.
This is a section I'm calling the apron adventure. But look at this beautiful dahlia. We are enjoying this so much on our little Swedish patio. But back to the apron saga. Take a look at this super duper cute apron. Now, as we were going through all the different display areas, I saw this apron in one of the kitchens and I immediately thought it was adorable. So we just worked our way through all the different displays and saw all these cool IKEA things, and I couldn't wait to get to the department where they actually sell the kitchen goods because I was going to grab this apron. The ticket on the apron was marked approximately $6 or $7. So I thought that was a great steal then. Long story short, the apron was no longer for sale in the store. It was discontinued and it was no longer in the system at all. In fact, I think they thought I was a little nuts. So we swam upstream, as I don't think you're supposed to do. We swam upstream to go back to where I saw this apron to prove I wasn't nuts and bring it back to the service counter. I did that, and they checked it, and sure enough, it's a totally discontinued last one in that store, no longer available for regular purchase. Well, after a little bit of finagling and maybe a little sweet talking, there is a process which you can buy the floor model. So we went through that process, and I was a little giddy. They took the apron in the back room and came back, and I just thought they were going to give me a SKU number. Well, they did, but the absolute frosting on the cake was that this apron, which I am crazy about, was only USD 350, marked down from the 6 or 7. Win, win, win. So I walked out a very happy camper with my new IKEA apron. And if you check me out on my other channel, The Seasoned Road, that channel is about where cooking and traveling kind of come together. You will definitely be seeing me wear this apron on all my new videos. Shopping in IKEA in Sweden was way more fun than I thought it would be. It was shopping, it was kind of a cultural experience. It was looking for new products and wondering if they're available in the United States or not, and a great meal at an affordable price. I don't think you can get much better than that. If you're ever visiting Sweden, I would highly recommend visiting an IKEA. If you want to see more of our adventure in Sundsvall, Sweden, where we found dragons, quirky candy store, and a kayak-o-matic. You can catch that on our next video. Please be sure to check that one out. Let me know in the comments if any of the products that were new in Sweden that you have already seen in the United States. That would be interesting to find out. And please be sure to subscribe to our channel for more Unextreme travel adventures. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. I can't wait to go inside and cool off.